I think back often of where would I be? Where would I be if I had not gotten into music? I don't know where I would be. And I know what music has done for me. It has taken me literally around the world.
Wow.
Nearly 60 years ago, jazz musician Joe Louis fell in love with the saxophone.
And practicing and listening to more experienced saxophone players, he quickly became serious about playing the instrument. Today, he's considered a Mobile jazz legend, known for his talent and performing with many jazz music greats.
Our Eric Reynolds recently sat down with Louis to talk about his journey and how music has taken him to places he had only imagined going. Here's the interview.
You don't set out to say, hey, I'm going to be a legend. People do that. And all I can say is I thank the people for feeling this way about me. I was just serious about my music. Everybody that has played with me, all the people that know me, know that I was serious about the music. It's like B.B. King, he's a legend. He didn't set out to be, but that's what he is. And so that's what they call me. I don't know how that came about, but that's what they say I am. So.
Mobile jazz legend Joe Louis's interest in music started years ago in his family home. His parents and an uncle sang and played the blues, not professionally, but in the presence of everyone at home.
We had an old piano at our house, and we all banged on the piano. And that was my first musical instrument. And I wanted to sing and play like Nat King Cole. My older brother was a fine trumpet player. And we all just followed suit. We just developed a love for jazz and music in our family.
He was given his first horn in the 7th grade. Louis played the baritone horn in the school band. Then, in high school, the future jazz legend found the horn that changed everything.
In high school, I had a dear friend, Joe Morris, known throughout the city, and he was my influence to the saxophone. I would hear him play. I thought he was the greatest, and I just loved the sound of it. That's when I got interested in the saxophone. And I started to go and sit with him around the little night spots. I was too young to be doing this, but nevertheless I did it. It was just a personal love for it. I just love the saxophone. I started taking lessons. I was good at typing. Top students in my class in typing. It was the same thing, the coordination of the fingers.
Louis's coordination of the fingers and his love of the saxophone and jazz music quickly turned his sitting and listening to other musicians to performing at night spots and Mardi Gras parades.
I was very proficient on my instrument, and I started to play around the city at a very young age in the night spots. Before I even left high school, I was playing with the Excelsior Band.
He left Mobile on a journey. At the beginning, Louis did not know how important the next 4 years would be in his music education.
I couldn't afford to go to college, so the next best thing was to go into the service. I got into the Air Force Band, and that's where I received all of my education. I mean, because I met just incredible musicians. That was our job, 8 to 5. We played music. We played in the concert band, we played in the marching band. We had individual rehearsals, we had section rehearsals. I played in a big band, and that's where I got all my training, in the Air Force. That's all I did was practice and play.
The United States Air Force Band presented Louis the experience of a lifetime, playing in Europe and Africa.
I got a lot of exposures traveling around overseas, playing in the big band. And then when I came back to the States, the first thing I did was form a band, you know. Mobile, more so then than now, was known as a jazz capital. There's some great musicians come out here. I came back with new ideas, and I formed several groups. I just continued to do that until I finally got with my brothers, and then we formed the Louis Brothers. There was a long history of us around here during that time.
Performing with his brothers, bands, and as a solo act, Joe Louis and his saxophone fueled the legend. Over the years, he shared the stage with many of the greats of the day.
I opened up for Lou Rawls, and that was one of the biggest thrills. I wrote a song for him, and sad to say he never got a chance to record it, but he said he was. I think back often of where would I be? Where would I be if I had not gotten into music? I don't know where I would be. And I know what music has done for me. It has taken me literally around the world. And everywhere I've been, it was because of music. And so if I can help some young child develop enough talent, I know what's waiting out there for them. They can do things that they'll never do any other kind of way unless they're in music.
In Fairhope, Eric Reynolds, Fox 10 News.
Sounds good, doesn't he?
I think that might be one of my favorite interview segments. Louis takes his message of the differences music can make to schools all over the Gulf Coast. He also tutors students who are serious about their music.
Louis performed with the Excelsior Band for 25 years. You can still catch him performing at venues here in our area. When asked if he plans on retiring anytime soon, Louis says jazz lovers won't let him and that he'll probably be playing music when he finally leaves here.